Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Wait, I know what you're thinking. Where can I get some of that sweet, sweet goods merchandise? I mean, you're right, it is very stylish and creatively designed. I'll tell you where. You can go to teespring.com. If you look in the description below, there'll be a link that'll take you to a website where you'll see all of the goods gear that we wear here on the show. Plus, you'll be like the kids say, lit, as they look at your fit. I have no idea what that means. Just go buy a shirt.
Get over here!
Hi guys, and we had an opportunity to watch the Mortal Kombat trailer, and I know this is a little
pumped.
I know it's a little bit late, but we do things late on the goods.
Yes, but I'm so pumped.
We did get a chance to watch the trailer, and we wanted to take some time to actually talk to you guys about our initial thoughts of the trailer. So what did you think so far after you got to see the Red Man version? Because there's a general audience version that's out there that doesn't show much, but the Red Man is where we get the blood and guts and gore and stuff.
I didn't want it to watch the other one because I didn't want any spoilers and I didn't want it to see. But I got curious and I did watch it. But now comparing to the actual trailer, I was blown away. I can't wait. March, it will be the longest ass month, and I really hope that they don't.
The longest ass.
Yes.
The longest ass. Huh?
And I really hope that they don't go ahead and say we're gonna delay
push it back?
Yes, because I will be fucking pissed.
Since HBOMax is doing their streaming and their actual release to the theaters, so it's pretty much set in stone. It's definitely going to come out on April 13th.
No, 16th.
April 16th.
Yes.
All right, April 16th. So that's a hard date. It's definitely going to come out. There's no more pushing back. The movie is actually going to come out. So I'm very, very excited about that. But you got to see both the general audience one and you got to see the Red Band one. What were your takeaways before we actually start diagnosing and breaking down the trailer? What were the best things that you liked about this trailer?
Well,
or those trailers?
I think that overall, the most exciting thing, because I didn't see it on the previous movies, is the fact that you are going to be able to see a fatality.
You will be able to see a fatality,
Finally.
You did get to see fatalities in the original versions too.
But but you have to consider.
There was a soul thing that Shang Tsung did in the original film that's
you have to
Johnny Cage did a nut punch that kind of killed Goro.
But you have to consider, way going back to whatever age those were made, and now to see the special effects on it.
So they're gonna be as gory as Mortal Kombat is now.
That's what I'm saying. They are extremely well played. At least the ones that I saw, or the things that I saw. And
now you don't believe that's too much?
Not at all.
Because when I grew up, for us, gory and over the top was basically Kano punching you in the chest, and we had to pretend that he was pulling your heart out. We had to use our imaginations.
I want to see blood. I want people taking their head off. I want to see arms blowing away, which we did with Jax. That was so fucking cool.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
Okay, but I want to see blood. So the fact that they were able to capture that on the movie, and based on the effects that they will have right now, and I saw a bunch of things that they were really related to the latest game that they have going on right now. So to me, I was doing this the whole time because it had a bunch of amazing things on it.
All right, so we got Carla because Carla is our resident Mortal Kombat guru. She beats me all the time.
Yes.
So that's why I needed her insight as far as what. That is not what we're talking about, sir. That's why I needed her insight on this trailer, because she is familiar with all the characters. She's played them all, and we're going to talk a little bit about the backstories that we got to see in this trailer. Let's start with Jax. So we got to see a origin story, at least for his arms, as far as this go, where the trailer starts off where he is investigating Sub-Zero, and Sonya's kind of giving us some backstory and kind of narrating the trailer.
Yeah, what happened?
And we get to see Jack's arms be frozen off. Are you okay with the way of them explaining the backstory, even though this is the fourth explanation of how Jax lost his arms?
Look, honestly, I'm not super mad about the previous movies, but I'm happy that they are doing a fresh start.
Okay.
Like with the entire like stories and what is going to happen on this one. I'm actually happy on it because certain things that happened on the previous one that blew me kind of away of how they did it with like Shao Kahn being Raiden's brother and.
We're gonna get to that.
Okay.
But Jax himself.
You keep. Okay.
I'm keeping you on task here. I have to do this with Manny all the time.
Okay. But the thing is that I'm actually happy that they were able like to start like from scratch with a bunch of the characters.
Okay.
So the fact that we were able to see that with Jax, that was an actual like really cool thing that they did.
Okay, I'm good with it too. I like I said, it was a fourth explanation in the original film or in Mortal Kombat Annihilation. He got them because he just wanted to be stronger. And in the video games, Baraka cut his arms off. Goro pulled his arms off. Ermac destroyed his arms with telekinetic powers. So it's like, so they've given us a bunch of different reasons why Jax actually has these robotic arms or cybernetic arms. So I mean, I guess since we're already 3 deep, so who cares if there's a fifth one or a fourth one or something like that.
Like at this point, like who cares? Like I would expect that people will see the movie like just start from scratch. Like and I think that you will be able to even enjoy it more and like to like realize like the whole like plot of the movie even better if they will like see it from that mindset.
Now I know you're not a big Sub-Zero player. But it seems like Sub-Zero is our main antagonist in this film. It almost seems like Shang Tsung and Goro, which we'll talk about in a second, aren't really as important as Sub-Zero, or maybe just this trailer is the focus on Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Sub-Zero being like kind of the main baddie of this?
I mean, I don't like to play him because I just think that it's pretty easy. Like to come up with a couple of moves and like beat people.
I'm gonna freeze you. I'm gonna slide.
And that's it. And that is basically the only thing that I'm going to do. Whatever. But overall, how they made it like this main character in the movie and how I have seen him so far, he looks amazing. He looks so cool. Like with, I mean, the fact that he has like the blue eyes and the small details that you were able like to see there. With we were talking about this, how he's creating like the whole blade on it and
one of the coolest moments of the trailer
Right,
where
right.
we got to see more of the use of his freezing powers. In the original film, in the original live action film, we got to see the freezing powers when he froze one of the random little kind of like fighters.
Yeah,
where he
warriors
froze
there.
him and then knocked off his head. And we got to see some
a
ice
little
blasting,
bit, yes,
but
a
nothing
little
as
bit of
to
the
the
fatality though,
Yeah.
but that looked really cool. And again, like it's pretty similar to the fatalities and everything that is going on current in the game. So that's where I got like chills all over
the
my
ice
body when I saw
wall
it.
and the
Yes,
freezing of the blood and making it a
looked
projectile. That was pretty cool. Now it does seem that this Sub-Zero is Bihan, who later becomes Noob Saibot.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of cool that they're starting there and not because it's like he
That
did not
would
have
be-
he didn't have the
that
scar.
would be
So do you think we
so
might get a
cool.
hidden character of Noob Saibot at the end of this film?
I just feel that again, because of how they are just starting from scratch and trying to do like a different thing, I can see like this movie being a type of a project like potential to make a lot of like different movies out of it. So I can see that happening.
Okay.
And hopefully we will, because like Noob Saibot for me, it's one of my favorites. So, and I wouldn't know how they be able like to come it across in the story, but in that way that you were saying it, I think that it will be like a really cool to do it.
All right, so moving forward in it, we do get to look at Scorpion
Yes.
and his backstory. So we get to see kind of like a, I don't know if it's feudal Japan or at least like long time ago Japan,
Yeah.
where we get to see the incident that happens where the rival clan comes
Yeah.
in, attacks his family, and ultimately kills Scorpion, and which makes him the little nether realm demon
Yes,
thing
and
that
then
comes
he
back.
rises from hell.
How did you feel about that scene? Because that scene looks really awesome. You have him using the was it the kunai blade or something like that
Yeah,
on the rope?
I mean-
and it's the beginning of him actually doing the whole rope from his hand. So
That, I mean, I'm super like excited about Scorpion because he's one of my top characters and I love his story. I love how come he he's the type of a character that he's not necessarily a villain or a superhero. He can be in between, and he doesn't care about it. So that, to me, that's a really good attitude.
Okay.
But I mean, overall, I'm really excited to see him. I'm hoping to see a lot of his chain moves. I'm hoping to see a lot of his fire, burning people ass off. I'm really hoping to see that too.
Which later in the trailer, we do get to see that in a fight between him and Sub-Zero. We talked about the fact that we got to see more of Sub-Zero's powers, where he's using the ice wall, he's cutting.
That is the ultimate battle. Like, honestly, that will be the ultimate battle. From what I'm seeing, my gut tells me that at the end of the day, it's going to be Sub-Zero's win, because of how they're going to focus the attention on it.
I don't believe so,
Maybe.
because we obviously in the games, in the mythology for Mortal Kombat, we know that his younger brother takes over the mantle of Sub-Zero. So I would not, well, if we have it to where they're doing a backstory where he kills him, Hanzo, I'm mixing up my names, but if he, if he kills Scorpion back in the day, then I would see at that particular fight, then Scorpion would then again kill him, and then that would bring about his younger brother be able to take over the Sub-Zero mantle.
What I'm saying is, I'm trying to see it in like how they're changing a lot of the stories, because other characters that probably you will be talking about.
I mean, like, because we could talk about Quan Chi being behind it all, and it's like, will we see Quan Chi?
Yeah. They're doing a bunch of like different things, so
okay.
Maybe they will like change it in that way. To me, how they are really focusing everything on Sub-Zero, I can see something happening there that not necessarily will be just a Scorpion beating him up. We don't know, but I mean, I'm really, from a bunch of the battles and the fights that we will be able to see, my favorite will be Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Okay. That will be. How'd
you feel about that Get Over Here?
Well, I know.
Spoiler alert, I hated it.
Okay, so yeah, he didn't like it. To me, it sounded a lot like a pretty similar to the latest game in terms of the tone of the voice and like the depth on it. I know that you said it, that it's weak, whatever.
I mean, obviously they obviously got the actor to do the Get Over Here, but it look.
It sounded sexy, so you know.
Ed Boon, get in there. Get in the recording booth.
Sounded sexy.
Dude, just fucking pull it from the game. You don't even have to have him come. Just pull it from the game.
It was, I mean.
Right over, just put it right on top. That's all we want to hear.
The thing is that, I mean, Scorpion is not, that is his line, the overall line. But again, I cannot hate him.
Okay.
Like, overall.
So you're biased.
Yes.
So anyway,
no,
moving
I'm
on.
not.
Moving on.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna jump to this part because I'm gonna come back to what I'm gonna get to in the next. We did get a shot of Outworld, the barren wasteland that we got to see, which, I mean, obviously if you follow the games or even the first live action movie, is not how we're used to seeing Outworld.
Yeah.
But that little barren, it's that, and there's all of this like kind of like horror-esque kind of like look to it. So this whole barren wasteland for Outworld, how did you feel about that?
I want to see it from a perspective of, I'm curious to see how they're going to lead the story.
Okay.
I just was not happy what happened in previous movies. It was
Annihilation, we're looking at you.
The thing is that it was really cheesy, and that is something that I did not see from this entire trailer. I didn't see anything.
It is the first trailer.
Cheesy. I mean, we're
second trailer.
we're just like 1 month and a half away, so I didn't see anything that it was cheesy, like it was like over the top.
Okay.
So to me, how are they doing it in a more type of like realistic way, not necessarily to stick to the game? I mean, I'm really open to it. I like that.
All right, so let's talk about the cast of characters that they actually did show us, and we'll leave one to the very end. So we got to see Kano.
Yeah.
We got to see a glimpse of Melina.
Yeah.
We got to see.
I was so excited to see it. Like, I was not expecting her at all. And when you see her like licking like the.
I know. I needed more teeth, Mara. I needed Ichi.
Yeah,
I needed the face to go all the way up here.
Look,
yes,
like,
Manny from the corner.
We are. Yes. What happened?
Annihilation is probably considered one of the worst video game movies of all time.
I don't know if it's the worst. It's bad.
Do you think that this movie's got too many characters?
I think it has some characters that are unneeded.
Like which one?
I don't think Melina's needed.
Why?
I don't think.
Really?
I don't think
Kung
I
Lao
don't think
is
it's needed. Yeah, Kung Lao is not needed.
Not in this one, no.
Borderline Jax isn't needed.
Yeah. Not this version of Jack.
Yeah. I'm gonna, because I think they wanna do Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat 2 in the same movie.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's
what I don't like about it.
I think that's what they want to do.
Ugh.
And I think they want to make the sequel, if it gets a sequel, depending on how well it does, I think they want the sequel to be Mortal Kombat 3. So I'm not upset as long as a lot of the aspects that we get for the Mortal Kombat 2 are towards the end of the movie, and the first part of the movie, 3/4 of the movie, is all Mortal Kombat 1. I'm okay with
know
that.
how long
And then
the
you
movie
save,
will be?
and you save Melina, and you save Shao Kahn to the very end in a post-credit, or at the very end, you know, where he does in the original film, he was like, "You weak, pathetic fools, I come from your souls," and we get Christopher Lambert doing that. I don't think so. By the way, we're gonna get to that. So we get to see Raiden.
I mean, yeah, Raiden I didn't see much
So
of him
we
overall.
didn't get any dialogue from Raiden.
No.
We got to see Kung Lao. We didn't
Yeah.
get any dialogue from Kung Lao. I do say like a lot of the
cool.
costume designs of both of them look really good.
Yeah, but we're not talking about Liu Kang. Okay.
Well, we're gonna
Kung
get to
Lao.
Liu Kang
Okay,
next.
okay, Kung Lao.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm curious to see him.
Runtime yet. No
Really?
runtime on it yet, no.
Okay, so
They got a lot to show. It's probably
I'm
gonna be
with you. I'm with you in terms of like they may have a bunch of characters, and my thought is that maybe they won't have enough time,
Mm-hmm.
like to cover whatever is going on with each of them. So I understand that, but I'm really curious now that I was able to see Kung Lao. How are they going to play the effects on it? Because he's over up about like spinning and throwing like the
No,
hat.
we're not
like,
gonna see any of that.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
We're not gonna see
how
any
are
of that.
they going to play him?
Which is why we say that he's not necessary in this particular movie.
don't know.
By the way, y'all are pitching Mortal Kombat Annihilation. We
What
don't
I'm
need we don't
saying-
need to see any of that.
Exactly.
We
What
need
I'm
to see
saying-
just martial arts, and then if he throws a hat,
Yes.
if he goes the House of Flying Guillotines, where like he throws a hat and it's got a blade on it,
Yeah.
and you can pull it like and like cut somebody's head. I'm fine with that. I don't need to see the spinning. I don't need to see the teleporting. I'm
maybe
okay if
what's
he doesn't
going
do any of
on-
that. As long as he
maybe-
has a hat with a knife on it, I'm good.
Maybe what's going on here, and I can see. I just thought about it. Maybe they needed to bring a bunch of the elements into the trailer. Not necessarily they will develop like among the movie once that we watch it. But I mean, because of what's going on with the pandemic and people not necessarily like so much into like watching things right now, maybe they needed to bring like certain elements to the trailer to make people more excited about it.
That too. I mean, you can a lot of name recognition for people who've actually played the game. It's like, oh, that character.
Yeah, and that character, and you will get excited to see it. I'm with you.
I'm saying
Like,
that they're there
intense
for
with that.
fodder. I think there's just people for them to kill. I
We'll
think it's just
see.
there. All right, so next person in the
okay.
trailer. Let's move on to your boy Liu Kang. So,
I mean, no, wait. I don't. Overall, he can be annoying.
he be annoying.
He can be really annoying.
It
Like,
depends
when
on
he-
how they want to play him.
Okay, but
I liked Robin Show's his version of Liu Kang. Sometimes I do not like the video games version of
Yeah,
Liu Kang. I like Robin Show's version of Liu Kang.
I think that he can be really annoying. But I was really.
I also like Robin Show. I also like the movie version of Johnny Cage, but we'll get back.
I
to
was really excited to see the dragon like put
That he
on
doesn't-
fire.
So that's a
That
cool way to
was
show his power.
So cool. Like I'm really excited to see what's going on in that particular
That
scene.
seems like that might be a
That
fatality.
scene, that look awesome, and especially if at the end of the day, if that is a fatality, and that like the dragon ends up like eating the whole. Oh my God, that looked amazing. That is one of my favorite parts of the trailer because
All
it
right.
got me really excited.
Okay, so let's move on to the elephant in the room. Mr. Cole, that
Yeah.
is our new character that's brought to Johnny Cage. That's brought to Mortal Kombat. Sorry, spoke a little bit further.
That is his thoughts.
Spoke a
Yes.
little bit further ahead than I
Yes.
needed to speak. So Cole Young, I believe is what his name
Yeah.
is. And when people questioned the director for this film, they asked, because everybody's already assuming, is this our version of Johnny Cage? The director says no. he says that every Mortal Kombat game has brought a new character into every iteration. So this is their way of doing their own new character for Mortal Kombat, and it is a look for the audience into what's going on. Like, if you have all these established characters, they don't need to be spitting all of this kind of dialogue, kind of explaining what's going on. But if you have a new character who's never been there, he can say like, "Oh, what's this?" and "What's going on?" and yada yada. So how do you feel about what we got from Mr. Cole Young, who is an MMA fighter who has a birthmark of the Mortal Kombat logo?
Symbol, yeah.
And according to Jax, has been chosen. How do you feel about this character so far?
I mean, again, from the perspective of watching it with fresh eyes and trying to see what they're doing here, I'm excited about it.
Okay.
I think that it can lead to a bunch of different plots on how they're going to play it. And one of the plots that he has in mind, I like it. I think
No, let's go ahead and say
it may
it.
be going that way.
Let's go ahead and say it, because that was the next thing I was going to talk about.
But I mean, I like it. I think that whenever you bring something new to the plate, and especially from a game that it's so like one of the favorites of all time, and it has been it has like their own plot already. Whenever you bring something fresh to the table, I think that that's really interesting.
I mean, they got a lot of bad characters out there. Was that the Black Dragon character that was like the little Chinese soldier and stuff like that. That was also part of the Black. Exactly, because nobody remembers him. And then Borracho was like the drunken master that showed.
Borracho?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
like nobody likes him either. It's like, so Mortal Kombat in their history of bringing new characters to it doesn't always work out.
Yeah,
So
okay.
if y'all want to do that, that's fine. But we all know this is gonna end up being Johnny Cage, because Johnny Cage is the only person that they didn't show us in this trailer, and that's not been in their casting list.
What if? Oh, no.
Go ahead, say it. No, we're talking about it right now. We're on it. Tell me.
What I'm saying is that, I mean, since in that they bring up Cassie, what if like he is a son of Johnny Cage?
No,
Because
that's
your
not
son
canon.
is there. Yeah, no, okay.
All right.
I'm just thinking about it.
All right, so
Go ahead.
overall, looking at what they did for the casting for everybody that we've seen so far in the trailer, because there may be more later on when we get trailer 3 and 4, how do you feel about all the castings that's going on so far?
I mean, I'm pretty excited about it. I think that so far, I really like the guy who's playing. Jesus, the wizard.
He's playing Jesus.
He's
No.
playing Jesus. Jesus.
No,
Jesus is in this movie. You heard it here first.
Oh my God.
Scoop on the goods.
People use spikes as a fake out.
Chance.
No, he's gonna make more wine and fish and stuff like that. Everybody's gonna be fed and go to sleep.
You're done. Okay.
We got more jokes though. I mean,
I know.
we keep going.
I can see it. I can see that you have more jokes. I forgot my. Anyway, Chance. Okay, so I'm really excited to see him. We talk about that Goro. You will see a little bit of him.
Yes.
I'm really curious about what's going to happen there. So I mean, so far I think that they played a really good role in terms of the cast. Sonya, I really like her. I think that she will be amazing overall. What are you showing right now?
We
For
actually
Mortal Kombat?
we were actually talking about the fact that the majority of this cast seems to be all Asian actors. So
But
this is the
yeah.
first time where like the white people in this film are like the token people they added to this film, like not Johnny, well, because we don't have a Johnny Cage, but we don't have a so Sonya and Kano are the only
Kano.
white people in
Yeah.
this movie.
I know. I know.
I thought that was hilarious when I looked and I was going through the cast, and I was like, and McCad Brooks is the only black person in this film.
Well, no, but not only them. How about Melina?
Oh yeah, I was like,
Melina
we got a brief look at her, so I gotta look that up because I actually don't know the person
She
that's
looks,
actually playing her.
I mean, correct me if I'm
She's got
wrong.
a dark skin tone.
Yes, correct me if I'm wrong. Like she looked black.
But then that takes away from the whole mythology of it, is where she's supposed to be
she's
the
like
twin
the twin of Melina.
Kitana.
Oh, Kitana, sorry.
Yeah, so-
But I mean, again,
We didn't get to see Kitana in this trailer.
yes. There's
that's
a
what I said.
point.
I feel like we're gonna
there's a
see
point-
more.
No. There's a point when she's walking. If I'm not mistaken, she's walking and you can see her like on her back walking.
Okay,
At
well,
some point.
add
I
it to-
think that I saw
I
her.
will edit it in if I see that.
But overall, again, just seeing from the perspective of fresh eyes, I'm really open to see how they're going to develop like the story. I'm okay if Melina has something like different backstory, like from Jax they have to develop like a new different ones.
Okay.
I'm open to that. I'm excited that they are bringing her. I think that her character and her role can be played in like different many ways. So I'm really curious to see what's happening.
Anything that you didn't like about this trailer?
No, nothing. Like,
No?
you know?
That's for me.
I mean,
That's for me to talk about. That's for me to talk about.
No, but you know why? Because, okay, maybe I'm building a lot of expectations, and that's really dangerous.
Setting the bar low.
Yes. No. I mean, it's just
Set
like,
the bar low.
you know why? You know why? Because of the freaking like horrible movies that happen. Like.
That's why you set the bar low.
Yes, and I'm like, you know what? From what I have seen with the horrible costumes, between the costumes, the dialogue, the stupid shit that you can see it in the previous movies, now I'm just really open and excited to see it with fresh eyes. So that's why I don't want to dismiss anything right now because I'm trying to keep my mind open.
All right, so let's run on my list of what Terrence didn't like about this trailer.
Yes.
Number one.
Yes. Give me. You have.
Not Johnny Cage. Kano's eye laser. Oh my God!
What?
It looks so cheap, and it's the wrong eye.
Why
It is the
okay,
wrong
I want to understand.
eye.
Okay, I want to understand why it was cheap.
It was very cheap.
Why?
Because it started off at this little wispy thing and then
It's
kind of widened out. Have you
because
never played Mortal Kombat? It's
I
never been like that.
But he doesn't have the thing on
So
his
why
eye.
is he shooting a laser?
Because it's an eye, like on the.
So they were like,
game.
"Sir, we're gonna give you the eye first.
What?
We're not gonna give
What
you
is
the.
going
We're not gonna
on?
give you the cover yet.
Again, we are
Oh,
talking
your
about.
laser is not good. Let's give you the cover. Let's fix that."
We are talking about we are talking about origins and how like characters are going to develop.
And it's the wrong eye. It's the wrong eye.
Fuck, whatever.
Number
the
two.
thing is that, what are you expecting coming from an eye?
That's
What
all
are
I'll say
you
she's about this.
expecting coming from an eye?
All right, number two. Number
Okay.
two that I didn't like about it, Melina doesn't have long teeth. Come on, man. Give me some more
Wait.
teeth.
Okay, but you barely
Edit-
see
edit
her
those-
leaking the blade.
Edit those teeth in. Give me
You
the.
just barely saw her bleed, like leaking the
I
blade.
want like cuts from here, mouth
Maybe
wide
that
and
will
open.
happen.
Maybe, but they didn't show it to me in this trailer. So number three.
Number three?
Number three. Dude, Reptile.
What?
Can we talk about Reptile?
What
Can we talk
happened?
about Reptile?
Yes, tell me what happened.
Look, I want Ninja Reptile. I don't want
Why?
Mortal Kombat Deception Lizard Reptile. I don't want that. This is the beginning of Mortal Kombat, right? So now we're gonna
No.
jump all the way to Mortal Kombat Deception when
No.
he's de-evolved. I don't want that. I want
But again-
palette swap. I want blue plus yellow equals green Reptile. That's what I want. And the simple fact that Kano.
Spitting like the green thing, like right there.
Exactly. That Kano, from what we see in the trailer, kills Reptile.
What? Okay. maybe that was a bad spoiler. Maybe.
I mean, do you put it in the trailer? So that's
But-
no fault for me.
Okay, maybe that's why. But again, too many characters. Maybe they just.
Reptile belongs in the first one. Reptile
Okay,
belongs
but
in the
maybe
first
they
one.
are just trying again. Try to see it from the perspective that they are trying to bring up people, bringing like one of the lovely characters on it. Not necessarily we're going to see all of them develop or see in their story. Maybe he just have that small part in the role on it. And that's fine because they have a lot of things going on. Whatever. Now give me number 4 before you keep making those faces.
Last thing was the Scorpion get over.
Why?
I was like, Ed Boon, come on. Get on the phone, Ed Boon. This
That
is
was a
your
sexy
this
get
is your
over
property.
here. You know what?
Get on the phone, Ed Boon.
Call me and leave me that. Get
I'm
over
gonna,
here.
I'm gonna stop there.
Yes.
Other than that, I love this trailer. I love this
me
trailer. Except it was Johnny Cage-less.
Leave it on my answering
but,
machine.
you know,
Yes.
I did love this trailer. It made me more excited about the film, and
For sure.
my excitement is only building until next month when this actually comes out. So,
You know what I hate about the trailer?
Oh, you do have something you hate about the
I
trailer.
just thought about it. The trailer has made me love Sub-Zero, which I don't like.
I mean, like I said, I'm expecting him to die, and then I'm expecting them to hint at Noob Saibot at the end of this film, like maybe in the credits or something like that, and hint at Noob Saibot.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. But that's just me hoping maybe we don't get that, but
Okay.
maybe we'll get Cabal or some shit like that, or well, I mean that would be Mortal Kombat 3. That's too early for this one. All right,
Sindel.
they could actually do Sindel because it would make sense. It would actually
She's my
make sense.
queen. Like,
It's
she's
more
my
of a Mortal
favorite.
Kombat 2 thing, but it would make not even. It's more of a Mortal Kombat 3 thing, but they could work her into like a sequel to this. But we'll get there.
Okay.
So that was our thoughts on the Mortal Kombat trailer. Tell us what you guys thought about the trailer in the comments below. What you noticed that we didn't talk about, or what you hated, like everything that I talked about. Or if you got more, please let us know. Or if there's just more things that you found exciting about this trailer, we'd love to hear that too. If this is the first time that you're actually going to our channel and you found this video, make sure you subscribe so that way you're aware of all the other things that we do on the channel. The pencil thing just totally threw me out.
I know.
We do a lot of trailer breakdowns. We do top fives and podcasts and all that stuff, and we'd like to have you here for it. So make sure you click the notification button so that way you can join us. So for Carla, who got to join me on this whole trailer breakdown, I know she was really excited about it. And for Manny sitting over there like perusing his phone with no insight to this video at all. And
He did.
Aspen and Art, who are somewhere. I'm Terrence.
And I'm Carla.
You guys take care.
So pumped.
Real quick, if you're still here, because we do these into the video little blooper things. If you're still here, look down. There's a link here for Patreon. If you guys like the show, please give us money. Give us money. We'll take a penny. We'll take a nickel. We'll take a dime. We'll take $1. We have some stuff on there that we're giving away on Patreon if you do contribute, because trust me, we need help. We need help. We want to buy new equipment, and we need an editor. Somebody who doesn't have to stay up in the middle of the night. Or they don't have to stay up in the middle, but I won't have to do it. So please, down, patreon.com/thegoods. It's in the link. Please do it. We appreciate it. Top flight.